What's up, y'all? What's going on YouTube? Happy what's today? Happy Wednesday, y'all. Hope y'all out there having a blessed day. Had a blessed day, however y'all look at it, whatever time y'all look at it at. But today we got this Trap Lord Ross video. Shout out to him. He be breaking stuff down all the way, so this channel gonna have a lot of his videos. The main three I'll be really looking at is like him, Family TV, Poetic Flacco, and then I watch my my body cam videos and stuff like that. But we don't see a lot of him on this channel. But for this video, he breaking down the Lil Durk. He breaking down the Lil Durk case, saying that his O Block ties might destroy this case. So we finna break it down, let him break it down, see what he talking about. Yeah, other than that, drop a like, comment, subscribe. And if y'all really rocking with me, share the video. Other than that, we finna get into this and let's see what he talking about. Let's see.
Obviously, we're all awaiting for Lil Durk to have his trial for these murder for hire charges.
Right.
But one of the most strange and suspicious things that's been going on behind the scenes is this whole idea that everybody that was basically found guilty of the FBG Duck murder, we've been waiting for months to hear about their sentencing.
Right.
And for some reason, it's been delayed. It's been cancelled. They've not given any update. They've not given any new timeline. And a lot of people, including myself, believe, in my opinion, that this might mean that some of the people on that Durk trial could be lining up to flip on Durk. They could be looking to maybe attach themselves to the Durk case to save themselves.
Yeah.
And they may even be attempting...
I'm gonna put it to y'all like this. The feds got them niggas. And if they really did it, y'all telling me y'all caught a plane cross state lines to commit a murder in California. I ain't gonna lie, that was so stupid. It's First of all, let's not even say California, L.A. to be specific. You could have paid some members that you was tied in with. You could have. I heard you was cool with Brick Baby. I used to watch No Jumper all the time. You could have. It's an eating pad, by the way. If y'all trying to wonder what I'm doing, I'm trying to keep myself warm. But I seen some videos on No Jumper when Brick was out, Free Brick. He was saying that he messed with Durk real close and stuff like that. You could have easily put some money up on the nigga head within the set of the 60s or any of them sets. You could have had somebody do it like that, and it would have been way smarter that way. But you decided to do it. That was just wild for you to cross their lines, have people do it, and y'all expect them not to snitch. They just finna snitch on you. They finna. In my opinion on it. Let's talk about this. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments. But my opinion on it, y'all already crossed their lines, and all four of y'all committed a murder. Durk wasn't there, but y'all was there. They got y'all on camera. My opinion is y'all might as well cop to it. It's over with. There ain't no getting out of it. Unless y'all snitch on Durk. But y'all still gonna be locked up. It's over with. Y'all not finna just snitch on him. At the most, y'all gonna get, at the least, y'all gonna get IC 10 to 7 years. And that's them being really nice. If you snitch on Durk. With that being said, I say this. Y'all might as well cop to it. Do anything in y'all power to keep Durk out so y'all could be good on the inside. Because y'all not going nowhere. That's my opinion. Y'all not going nowhere. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments, but that's, yeah.
To associate Lil Durk with the FBG Duck murder. Now, what's really crazy is that when it came to that murder of FBG Duck, there were numerous people, and not necessarily just people that got indicted on that case, but just people kind of from the peripherals of that situation who have arguably fallen out of favor with, some of the famous black disciples, whether it's O Block, OTF, all of the crews. There's a few people who unfortunately have had their reputations dragged through the mud because of some of the things that happened around that trial. Now, one of those people, surprisingly, was one of the most infamous and respected and high-ranking members of O Block, Boss Top. Now, what's crazy is that this is a IG Live from one of the most respected members of OTF, and 600, Buka 600, he actually went live at the end, sort of towards the end of 2021, and he called out a number of people, including Boss Top, and basically he claimed that Boss Top, who is one of the most legendary, high-ranking, and longest-running members of O-Block, he basically said that OTF, they were disappointed at how he was moving.
Boss, Nemo, E-Day, they all ass ain't dead enough, man. We run around this bitch, their head cut off. Like they fucking head cut off.
Why is you on live talking about this stuff?
So he's saying you're running around like chickens with your heads cut off and you ain't did enough for the crew. Now, this was an interesting point, right? Because Boss Top's somebody who's been massively respected by those guys.
Right.
But there's been a few things that went down that maybe made people feel like he didn't do right by certain people. And we're going to get into that in a minute. But another person I'm going to point out who is apparently in the bad graces of some of the members,
let's see,
is THF Teasy. Now, this allegedly was the person who had kind of put in the word catching FBG Duck downtown and telling the O-Block members to go.
Yeah, for y'all those who don't know, Teasy was the reason, pretty much was the main reason why, rest in peace FBG Duck, but that was the reason why he lost his life from what been circulating and stuff. Long story short, he was jealous that Duck was hitting his baby mama, so he called and lied and tried to say that Duck was out here trying to do it to him pretty much in the worst way when it wasn't even happening like that. And then Duck lost his life, so yeah, rest in peace Duck. That shit's lame though. You mad because your baby mama going, now you got a nigga killed for that. Like that's lame. And the crazy part is she's gonna be locked while you're locked up. She's gonna be doing hella other dicks, so what do you like, bro? You just
go there and go and kill him. That ultimately ended in everybody getting wrapped up in this case. He made a big deal out of it. Said, "Oh, I'm in danger. You want me to come out here?"
Imagine what she gonna do if she fucking on your op. Imagine, bro.
So everybody went to jail. Now, interestingly, in an off-the-porch interview, THF Lil Law would actually claim that he had never even heard of TZ.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a
THF it ain't no THF Teasy. Yeah, let me say that too. Listen, I don't know who this THF Teasy character is or whatever. Y'all stop applying him with THF. Stop putting him. We don't know him. He ain't one of us. He ain't no fucking house. We don't know dude. Wherever he from, y'all keep his ass over there. They trying to. This is how I feel. I feel like.
So what it is, yeah, is he basically feels like, and a lot of people feel the same, that the way that THF Teasy kind of set up O-Block to fail and to fall, calling in that hit on FBG Duck,
because that's all you did.
Perhaps
that's all you
creating
did.
Circumstances
you
where
was mad because your BM was getting hit by a famous rap star, so you got mad and decided to try and get the nigga killed. I just don't understand that. Like, these females, it's hard nowadays to find a loyal female. Most of these females is going, and with that being said, obviously your baby mama was going. The best thing you could have did is took care of your kid, daughter, or son, whichever it was, and lived your life to the best of your ability. But you obviously was whipped, pussy whipped, because that's what it shows to me. Because like, why are you calling to get a nigga killed because he messed with your baby mama? Like, that shit's so weird to me.
Everybody was in a position to crash out. They weren't moving correctly. There was no way they was going to get away
with
that
hit. These kids,
they kind of set up
the kids. That's why most of these beats be going on too, and people be dying and wars be starting to be over. Most of the time, it's over a female. It's over something stupid. And I say that to say this: kids, stay out the streets, bro. It ain't nothing worth it. It ain't worth it.
O-Block to fail.
It ain't worth it,
and
bro.
when it comes to Boss Top, you know, a lot of people think that the reason why he is kind of not being
Then y'all killed Duck and then did an interview on top of the car y'all did it in. Like, y'all so, bro, it's like y'all want the notoriety so bad that y'all are willing to give y'all life up for it. I don't understand that. That shit is so retarded.
You know, viewed favorably by everybody.
Then y'all got ducks painted on y'all shoes. Like, y'all, nigga, dumb.
Around Durk and around the situation is because some people felt like he was talking a little bit too much. There was an infamous interview after the hit went down where it was a little bit, there's no disrespect, but Boss Top was telling on himself a little bit. He was he was dry snitched on the guys just a little bit, talking a little bit too much. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, obviously, THF-TZ Ralph Turpin, he was the 6th person who was charged over Duck's shooting. He wasn't one of the shooters. He was apparently the one that phoned in the hit, basically identified Duck and, basically got in touch and kind of, said, yo, he's down here. I need you to get down here. I'm in danger.
Yeah,
Duck is down here downtown right now shopping. Now, in an interview with Truth Teller, FBG Butter would actually reveal that THF-TZ's family had actually been close to Duck's family, which is a crazy connection.
It says that the FBI has arrested another suspect in FBG Duck case by the name of THF-TZ. First thoughts that came to your head when you heard that news, brother?
It was it was a fucked up thought. Because let me tell you why it was a fucked up thought alone, and then I'm gonna leave the subject alone. Because why it's so fucked up, because his mama and Doug's mama like this. And you know what I'm saying? His mama was just around us not too long ago. You know what I'm saying?
World, man. Small world.
And everybody in our scrap type. Everybody in our scrap right.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? This some shit, hey gang, you know your mama be with dude mama, right?
That's cold,
so you
bro.
dropped the low. Allegedly. I ain't seen you drop the low because he...
So they're saying their mothers were good friends. Now, even more interesting, and obviously a lot of people know this already, but it would basically later come out that FBG Duck had apparently dated TZ's baby mama. But interestingly, Duck's own mother, Mama Duck, didn't actually believe that's the reason why he dropped the location.
And what's so crazy, like...
I ain't gonna lie. She a strong woman. She is such a strong woman. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all can hate me forever. She's a strong woman. She lost she got 5 kids. She lost 4 of them. I think she only got 1 left. If that, all of them. To still be walking around with a smile on her face, man. She's a strong woman. I don't care what nobody say. Mama Duck is such a strong woman.
Before the bounty was put on his head, Duck used to mess with that girl for years. Why you wait till now?
So that when nobody knew Duck was messing with her?
It was a hit.
No. Duck probably started messing with her in about 2017.
So what she pretty much, for y'all who not catching on to what she's trying to do, is she's trying to clear the air and say that that's not the reason why he pretty much called and got the hit set up for Duck. That's not it, because he been messing with this girl for years and years and years before this even took place. So why now, all of a sudden now, you want to get this set up? Something more sinister at play. They yeah. Yeah.
2007, but she wasn't with him since 2012, 2013.
See, 2012, 2013. He lost his life in what, 2020? Years and years. Where this is probably a known thing for them to be messing around and shit. So there got to be another reason as to why you did that, and that's pretty much what she's trying to say without saying it.
How's you tripping over a girl who don't even mess with you?
Right.
So I ain't never finna believe that's the reason, because there's a lot of tender dick ass niggas out here.
Mm-hmm.
But that...
So she's saying, look, I don't think that's the reason why this went down. I don't think that's the reason why he ended up losing his life. Now, what's interesting is that basically when TZ's paperwork came out, it did reveal that Duck's relationship with his baby mama was apparently on his mind at the time he dropped the location. Now, in this paperwork, this reveals quite a lot of information about TZ, right? They even had the photographs of him in the store making the call. Now, if that doesn't mean you are absolutely...
This is funny to me, but stay out the street, kids, because look, there's no way you catch your op or you see the nigga that's messing with your BM and you got this pose right here. You just out looking at him in the window with it on the phone. You so scared for your life. He was so, he probably was, it looked like he was genuinely scared, just scared. Pussy, but still, you shouldn't be, man, that's lame.
Cooked when it comes to a murder trial. I don't know what does. And what's crazy, okay, is it says Turpin asked someone that he was speaking to on the phone, what's D-Thang number? That's Durk's brother. And Durk is in this paper. This is why I think that it's possible that some of these guys could actually be trying to flip on Durk. Because it says that Turpin asked someone that he was speaking on the phone, what's D-Thang's number? And he went on to tell the person whom Turpin was speaking to, have D-Thang call him. Multiple witnesses are expected to testify that D-Thang is Dante Banks Jr., the older brother of individual E. That's Lil Durk, right? Don't take a rocket science. Don't take a genius. Okay, Deontay Banks Jr., a.k.a. D-Thang, was murdered on June the 6th, 2021. The older brother of individual E. That's Lil Durk. And they're keeping his name under wraps. Individual E.
That's not good. That's not good. They got his name on the raps. That's not good. That's not good. He's being investigated.
They might want to do... I don't know if they thought they were going to flip Durk or if they were thinking they were going to flip people against Durk, because they know that Durk's got these other cases. They know Durk's got these other situations that they're dealing with. Lil Durk is in this paperwork. Some people have got on my case and said, oh, Durk ain't got nothing to do with that. Why are you trying to put these... Durk is in here.
Y'all don't know what that means, man. Y'all don't know what happened.
Individual E, he's there on black and white paperwork. He is in there. It says multiple witnesses will testify that individual E is a high-ranking black disciple and at times material to the superseding indictment.
Stop taking meeting notes and
let
ClickUp AI Note Taker do it for you. It allows you to focus on your meetings, not your notes.
Was and is a part of a black disciple faction allied with O-Block Lamron. He's in the paperwork, so when people are getting on my case saying, Lil Durk's not Durk, he's coming home. Bro, in the Durk trial, they were talking about multiple witnesses will testify individual E is a high-ranking black disciple. They're not even trying to name him. They've got witnesses on deck that are...
Multiple witnesses... It is over for Durk. Oh, y'all ain't even look, it says the older brother of individual E, talking about Lil Durk. Then they go to say multiple witnesses will testify that individual E is a high-ranking black disciple and at times material to superseding. Then you already got a murder for hire. They trying to tie you to more murder for hire. Bro, it's over for Durk. We might not see him no more. It's over. That's crazy.
Like, do you understand what's going on here? They already, when they were doing the Durk trial, they had...
I will say though, he come back from this. He come back from this, bro. He gonna have the world in his hands. But it's not looking good for him. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. How I feel is it's not looking good for him, bro. This is bad right now. This is pretty much letting y'all know that the witnesses, the suspects in the O Block 5 is working with them on Durk. That's pretty much what they're trying to say. That they in there telling. They in there
witnesses that were ready to testify against Durk, but they weren't willing. They weren't ready to bring that forward. They weren't ready to show that. They weren't even ready to name Durk in this case. But we all know that he is the older brother of Dante Banks Jr. They're saying that they've got witnesses. They have literal snitches that are ready to testify against Durk before. This is years before they've even brought the case against Durk. So they've got people monitoring Durk. They've got people potentially within Durk's circle that were confidential informants. And they're looking for more people, okay? You can bury your heads in the sand if you want, but this is what we're dealing with, bro. Okay? It goes on to say, minutes later, Turpin begun discussing a woman who Turpin did not name specifically, but who Turpin referred to as being in a romantic relationship with Durk. That's Weekly, and having Weekly around Turpin's child. Turpin described the woman as bogus and went on to state it's over with now, though. Witness 4, who may testify at trial, identified Turpin in the video as her child's father. Witness 4 also acknowledged that she had been in a romantic relationship with Weekly, but was not at the time of Weekly's murder. Should Witness 4 testify at trial, the government expects Witness 4 will testify that she was heartbroken upon learning of Weekly's death because she loved Weekly. Witness 4 will also testify that on the day of Weekly's murder, after Weekly's murder, she received a text from TZ that contained 3 laughing emojis. Witness 4 will testify she was not in regular contact with Turpin, as her child has a cell phone allowing Turpin and her to communicate directly. Witness 5, who has also known Turpin for many years, and who may testify at trial, will testify that prior to August 4, 2020, Turpin did not like...
So you, after that, you text the BM and laughing emojis, but use the same nick. We at 10:09. Look, for someone to be sending laughing emojis. You the same nigga hiding in a store looking at him instead of going to press him. I can understand if instead of doing this little lame ass shit you was doing, calling people on phones and shit, and you went over and pressed him and did what you did, I could see you texting her laughing emojis like, I hide no more. Like, I can understand that on some crazy people shit. I can understand that. But you over here hiding behind a wall, calling and getting it done, then you want to, man, get your lame ass on, bro. Get your lame ass on, bro.
The situation... But we're seeing Durk's name rap. It's all connected. Now, FBG Butter would later appear in DJ Vlad's interview, in an interview with DJ Vlad to basically confirm those rumors, and he would allege that the allegation, he would basically like let everybody know in that interview that Teezy lied to O-Block to come, and that's why a lot of people aren't rocking with him.
Yeah.
C Murder, Kenny Mac, Los, C-Thing, Muwop, and Teezy.
Yeah, I watched this.
Get arrested for his murder. They start calling him the O-Block 6.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, that shit's so stupid, bro. All them brothers just lost their life because of Teezy made up a story.
Because he could have made a story and they could have let it be. Still, they lost their life because they decided to get up and go do that. That's why they lost their life, and not because no Teezy. They lost their
Lied.
They gave their life. They didn't lose their life. They gave it away.
Lied, bro.
Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments, because my personal opinion is they didn't give their life away. No, they didn't lose their life. They gave it away, like gave it all the way away, like. And then after you kill them, like, y'all leak so many trails right back to y'all. Then y'all do so many things online to tell the police, hey, we did it, but we're not trying to, like, bro, y'all gave y'all life away. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all deserve it.
I was down there with 4 people.
I can understand if y'all did it, things happen or whatever, and then y'all do everything to try and not, like, be associated with it. But no, y'all want to be associated with it online. Y'all want to do all this extra shit. Then y'all want to look stupid and try and tell on the next man when y'all get locked up. And this is why I don't respect the streets, bro. That shit's lame.
With switches on them, chasing him.
Oh, that was the premise of the situation? Okay.
That shit it's stupid as fuck, bro. Like, every time I think about the shit, like, every time I go back on it, it's like, all because folks is fucking your girlfriend?
So he thinks that's the reason. He's basically saying that Teezy completely lied on him.
That's the twist, because Mama Duck said, we just seen earlier when Mama Duck said they've been messing with each other. So me personally now after hearing that, because I didn't hear that before, I never even heard that. I don't think that was why he did it. I think that was his excuse to get them down there, to say that they were trying to do something to him. But I don't think the reason behind him doing that is the baby mama. I think it was a bigger deal in that he making diss songs, all this extra stuff. He on the outside, he blowing up. He finna get a deal, even though y'all done tried to stop it in many ways. Like, he doing his thing, and I feel like he was finna become really big, and y'all didn't want to see that, and y'all already was trying to get him gone. I feel like this was just a perfect opportunity for them to do some stuff, and they was stupid enough to do it, and then tell on themselves every which way afterwards. And now they like.
Now, moving back to O-Block, okay. Just shortly after Boss Top did this interview with a YouTube channel called Panda Body Productions, okay, there were a couple reasons why people felt like he was kind of bogus for basically doing this interview, okay. Now, obviously, the car that was used in the drill. Okay, there were 2 cars. It was a grey Chrysler 300 and a black Ford Fusion. Okay, these are the cars here. You can see them. They're on surveillance camera. Okay, this is known, right? This is known information. Now, Boss Top did this very, very infamous interview, and there was parts of this interview that they tried to sneakily cut out of the interview to try and save Boss Top, but there was stuff that was even still in there, right? And so these cars, allegedly, the cars used in the murder, or at least very similar cars, were in the backdrop. That's what they claim.
Watch. Look. This is. I was glad. I was praying that he put this up. I want y'all to pick. Look. What's that right there? What they all sitting on? What was the 2 cars that they just mentioned? A Ford Fusion and a. Like, you niggas is dumber than a box of rocks, bro. And then now y'all want to snitch on Durk or whoever else. Oh.
Rolling up brick over there. Putting his duck out right there.
He said he got Folan rolling up Brick over there, which is Duck's brother who got killed, and then there's Folan putting out the Duck over there. This is ridiculous. All right, it's just out of control self-snitching. That's the alleged Chrysler 300 that was used in the. So that's Boss Top, right? And he's clearly feeling himself, okay, high-ranking member of O Block. But he allegedly, well, not even allegedly, he would basically respond when he was asked about FBG Duck, and he would even point out some of the killers who were there, and he would basically give the motive for why they wanted to kill Duck.
Any thoughts on him? Like, did you know him? Duck, did you?
Hi, my name Boss Top, and in this interview, I just want to let the fans know, come get me. That's pretty much all I hear. Like, that's all I heard in this video. Like, y'all some dummies.
Know him before, like everything?
Like that. I don't know. On game. All I know, don't say that shit about Troy. Or...
See?
Rest in peace. Duck. See? On game. He's like, you got anything about FPG Duck? You know what I'm saying? You know, don't say shit about Troy. That's it.
He's saying you just shouldn't have said anything about Troy. He's talking about T-Roy or at FBG Duck. Diss T-Roy in the song Dead Bitches that was released shortly before his murder. And some of these people behind him are the people that are responsible for the murder. People that went down for the murder. And he's about to point them out.
Get that guy over there. Whatever, you know me. Come on, man.
They ain't gonna point to one of the dudes who was involved.
What's that? What the helly? Bro, this should never be happening, all right? This should never be happening. This is crazy.
Whatever, you know me. Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know I know that. Stop playing. Stop playing. Don't do that. Stop playing. Talk to somebody else today.
It's just insane.
Then one of y'all
people in the comments, right? They're saying Boss Top should be banned from O Block or at least DP'd. He should be disciplined for this. That's what they're saying. Dude is definitely an informant.
Yeah, see, whoever said that must be from California. I live out in California. I moved out to California when I was a little younger. The one thing I will say, they don't do DPs in Chicago. They made multiple videos explaining to y'all, like, these young niggas don't got no OGs out there. Like, in California, there's OGs, and you want to go do something to somebody or something, you gotta run it through your OG, and he gotta approve it, and all. It's like, it's probably not exactly how it go, but long story short, y'all gotta run it through y'all OGs. Like, they got OGs out here in California. Out in Chicago, it's just youngins running wild with guns. It's all over the place. That's a big difference.
Oh man, 43 seconds can get you 43 years. They're saying if you can read body language, you would know the minute old boy in the tan shirt stood up and turned around, he knew that Top was doing too much. They're saying, you see Thang? He like, yeah, I'ma head out. He pointed to him. How are you pointing to people, bro? That was crazy.
It don't matter. He didn't have to point to nobody, bro. Y'all making it seem like y'all saying that in the comments like if him pointing was such a big thing. It really wasn't. They knew what was going on, probably. Y'all didn't. They did the whole video right there on the top. And then y'all go in the interview and y'all just study saying, don't say that shit about Troy when after he asked about Duck. Like, y'all just so ignorant, stupid. Y'all just wanted to go to jail so bad. That's all I don't know.
Tall one in the back is the only one that got on his ass and told him to be quiet. And Buddy blew smoke in his face. He started telling. Okay, it's actually crazy. Crazy thing is they're all on camera doing it anyway, right? It's actually crazy. People saying R.I.P. Big G, and the only one who told him he was doing too much. If you look close, 038, you can see bro zip his lips and tell Top to be quiet, and then he says, "Don't do that."
Stop playing. Don't do that. Stop playing. You know I know that. Stop playing. Stop playing.
See, I always saw this clip. I thought he was
anything for some clout. He got too excited with that camera in his face, trying to get clout and just doing shit. Like, got his homies trying to tell him to be quiet without even being all out on the camera. Like,
was doing nose wiping.
This is the stuff that made me mad because y'all do stuff and then y'all telling y'all stuff and y'all don't know why y'all get locked up. I don't understand it. Look, I'm just doing too much, all excited. Just ain't even dancing right.
Come on, man.
Just all excited.
Don't do that. You know I know that. Stop playing. Stop playing. Don't do that. Stop playing. Talk to somebody.
Yeah, said it real low.
Stop playing, talk to somebody else, man. It's actually crazy, okay? And they tried to delete this. Okay?
Man,
they was honestly caught before the police followed them into O Block after the hit. It was federal, so they couldn't touch them. People saying he did that. Y'all did that. Seal your lips.
Y'all did that murder downtown, like where white folks be at. And y'all think they not coming in and sweeping that up? Yeah, y'all, man, y'all crazy.
Hi, Bella.
I can understand if y'all did that in the hood.
The Subaru Share the Love event is proud to donate millions of dollars to charities like the...
I hate to say it, it would have got attention still because it was Durk, but it probably wouldn't have got as much attention from the world if y'all wouldn't have done it. I feel like y'all doing it where y'all did it, then it's just, y'all just doing the wrong about it.
I mean, there's a lot going on in here. Dude in the tan shirt realized they're cooked. Lol quite literally stood up and turned away from the cameras. Get that guy over there, points finger. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing. It's actually insane. They're saying even Gleesh knew he a goofy. You see you see Gleesh is the one in the tan shirt, I believe.
Yeah, that's you know what I'm saying? You know, don't say shit about Troy. That's it.
Just wow. Look at him. Don't even know what he's doing. All excited in the camera.
You know me. Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know I know that. Stop playing.
Man, sitting there watching this. I'm like,
Stop playing.
Thank you.
Like, this should have never been released, if I'm honest with you. This should have never, ever come out. This is actually insane. But in an interview at the start of 2025, we've got to be fair to Old Boss Top, okay? He denied the allegations that this interview played a role in indicting the O Block 6 in a no-jumper interview.
Yeah, okay, you would have felt stupid if they'd have played this exact video in court. Your ass would have been looking stupid.
I don't think this necessarily did anything as far as, causing the indictment, but this should have never happened. It should have never happened.
Yeah, no,
I
that
gotta
was
ask
too
you
much.
this. So, when we heard that the dudes from O Block got arrested, I think Mama Duck was the first person to go live and announce it, and then went all over the blogs. But one thing she said,
she said my name.
She said, "Thank you to Boss Top for opening his big ass mouth."
But we all know that boy mama, she's just be talking. You feel me? I guess she
just be talking. Nah, just like you was on that video. Now your niggas locked up. Now this is a response.
Going through a lot. But
how did you see?
They paperwork came out. They whole discovery is all over the internet. You know what I'm saying? And nothing I said, no interview I did, no nothing, nothing was nothing.
Yeah.
My name nowhere in there, my interview nowhere in there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's because you wasn't in them rooms telling, but you was on that interview dry snitching like a motherfucker. And if you think that didn't...
She's delusional.
It may not have done a lot to getting them locked up, but it didn't help at all. It did not help, not 1%. So you sitting here saying, bro, get out of here.
That lady delusional. It's a lot of people from both sides lost their mom. I mean, their kids, and you don't see their moms like that. She's I don't know. I think
her
that she
son
drove
is a
her
famous
crazy.
rapper. What did you expect? Everybody gonna see that.
So I feel like it's quite cheap to try and come at Mama Duck like that and say.
Yeah, man, that's pretty much the video. That shit lame. Bro lame for that. He trying to duck it and trying to call her delusional. No, she not delusional. Talking about you don't see moms like that. We gonna see her. Maybe not everyone, but a lot of people is gonna see her just because of who her son was. So for you to even say that didn't even make no sense right there. Then for you to sit and say she's delusional. Nigga, you was on the interview dry snitching, studies saying don't say that shit about you, Roy, pointing niggas and all this extra shit, dancing all excited and shit on the camera, and now look at where your niggas is at. And then you want to say that I can understand if you were saying we ain't do nothing, I don't know what you talking about, rest in peace to that man, all this extra stuff. I understand that, and then you saying what you saying, but no, you on there doing the extra most, right next to or on top of the damn murder vehicle, and then this is what he says. It's clown shit to me, but y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments. That's the video. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, and if y'all really rocking with me, share the video. Other than that, yeah, I'm gonna get at y'all on the next one. Y'all be safe.